Here's the vintage AC spark plug cleaner and tester. Came out of a museum which got auctioned off. Needs a couple of little repairs, but I can sort that. So many of these valves are sticky. Yeah, we'll put it apart and have a look. Okay, I've taken apart, there's those two valves, the air blast and the sand blast. I'm going to try and figure out why that one's sitting up high and not sealing, and that one's sitting down low and not sealing. I've undone these. There's probably a ball or something in here. There's a spring. Oh, you can adjust them. It's like an adjuster screw in there. So try and wind that one down. Don't lose that. One had a washer, one didn't. Yeah, the little rubber seats are really warm, but I can flip them over. Flip this one over. And so that's good, and I'll try that on both of them. So those little end bits actually screwed into here, and they had to come unscrewed and were just floating around, so that's another reason why it didn't work. So I flipped those rubber seals over. And then they go in here. Let's put this down here. Why won't they go through? Oh, then there's another seal in there. There it goes. And then the springs go on top of them to hold them shut. One of the springs was all squished, so I've stretched that out. And then just trying to hold this and do it with the phone. Sorry, it's moving all over the place. That goes on there. Put a new copper washer. Same on the other side. I'd say that would have been the problem. Yeah, and they're sitting even now. And they work. So just tighten all that up. Next, this bag goes on. And those three prongs line up with that. And that bag goes into here. It's got some 4 screws holding it from the top. It seems pretty good now. So those valves aren't leaking. It's leaking out those plugs, the hissing noise. And out here, and the other connection. And the buttons go on. It's a bit low. Maybe they'll pop up when the air pressure comes up. Have I got them the right way? Yep. Yeah, that one's too low. Just try it with the pressure. See how that one's sitting lower on the left, but it still seems to work. That's just the air blast, and that's the sand blast. Well, next, put on the top goes the gasket, or half a gasket. Then this thing, it's got like a shield to stop sand blowing in your face. And then it's just got 3 little screws. And then this top rubber goes into here. And that holds it on. There should be one of them for the 18mm plugs, but it's only got the 14.5mm one, but that doesn't really matter because don't use those 80mm plugs that often. I need to polish this a bit because you're supposed to be able to see the sparks through here. You've always got to have a plug in there though to stop the air escaping. I think something might be missing, I'm not sure, but it would have had a thing to swap over to this without a lead, so I think somebody's added that. I'm not 100% sure. And this is full of zircon sand because I don't have proper sandblasting sand, and that just goes up into here. There's a clamp on the bottom. It just clamps onto there. Now I'll get some old plugs and I'll give it a try. I've even got some AC plugs to try and blast. Yeah. Not sure if it's picking up the sand. Oh. It's kind of working, but I think the zircon sand's too heavy and it's not picking it up properly. It's sort of knocking off the carbon, but it's not spraying out very well. But and the test is working. You can see that sparking away there. It's as polished up as I could get it. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. You press that in.